Welcome to absolute value functions. So a reminder that the absolute value is the size or magnitude of a number. So if we have -8 or 8, they both have the same magnitude. So they're both the same distance from the origin, that is 8 units. So when we solve an equation that's in the form of absolute value equals to some constant, some number, if the constant is less than 0, because the absolute value can only ever be positive, then you would have no solutions. If the constant was equal to 0, then you would only have one solution, because plus or minus 0 is still 0. So you end up with just solving the ax plus b equals 0. And if the constant is greater than 0, then you have two possible solutions. One, it can equal to the constant, or two, it can equal to the negative of the constant. So let's have a look at some examples. So if we're solving the absolute value of 3x plus 6 equals minus 21, then we would have no solutions because the 3x plus 6 could never equal, or the absolute value of that could never get you a negative answer. If we have 3x plus 6 equals to 0, the absolute value, then there's only one solution because plus or minus 0 is always 0. So we solve it just as 3x plus 6 equals 0. And you get x equals minus 2. And finally, if we have 3x plus 6, the absolute value of that equals to 21, then inside that absolute value could be 21 or minus 21. So we solve 3x plus 6 equals 21, or 3x plus 6 equals minus 21. And solving those gives me x equals 5 or x equals minus 9. And if you were to substitute those both back in, when x equals 5, you would get the absolute value of 21, which is 21. And if you substitute x equals minus 9 back in, you get the absolute value of minus 21 equals to 21. So now let's have a look at how it looks as a graph. So remember, we've looked at all the basic graphs and then we learned to shift and slide. So we're going to do the same with the absolute value graph. So the absolute value graph has all of the negative values turned to positives, as we've just seen with our solving. So the absolute value graph bounces off at 0, 0. So that's the basic one. And if we compare points, when x equals 2, the absolute value of 2 is 2. When x equals 4, the absolute value of 4 is 4. If we go to the negatives, the absolute value of minus 2 is 2, and the absolute value of minus 4 is 4. So we end up with a graph that is symmetrical, and we've learnt that that's also an even graph, because if it flips over the y-axis, that's an even function. What about if we affect the x or affect the function? So let's have a look at two of these types of graph. So the first one, y equals the absolute value of x plus 2, and the second one, the negative of the absolute value of x plus 1 plus 2 on the end. So with the first one, we have affected the x. So x plus 2 equals 0 means x equals minus 2, so it slides it 2 to the left. So the original function slides 2 to the left. For the second one, we've affected the x first, so the x plus 1, so we moved it minus 1, 1 to the left. The negative in front flips it over the x-axis, and then the plus 2 moves it up 2. And you get the graph that is being given. Thank you.